massive energy pushed through people to serve a purpose is what this podcast is all about today. This is Dan Brzezowski. I'm your host. Hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Right around 2001, I decided that I wanted to get into the environment of sales training. And I was interested because I was going to sales seminars myself, and I looked at the trainer, and I just always thought that I could do that. I could really do that, and I could be really good at it. And at first I wasn't. I was a little too afraid to get in front of people. But with a lot of practice, drilling and rehearsing, a lot of mirror time, and a lot of seminars that I attended, I got involved in that field. And one of the mentors that I had along the way had told me, if you can take the energy that you currently have and you could use that energy and push that through people, you're going to have a massive impact on a lot of people. You have a unique energy about you and a storytelling ability, maybe not communication, but storytelling ability that resonates with people, especially when it comes to a sales process. Well, I changed directions a little bit. What I decided to do was, instead of doing the sales training, I decided to work on my no comfort zone stuff. And my no comfort zone stuff is about my 60-day immersion into changing, into becoming a better version, into becoming a more moral person, a more ethical person, having better character, having more disciplines in place. And in doing that over a 60-day time period, one, I help myself, which is what my goal was, is I wanted to get healthier, happier, and have more passion in my life, and that did happen. And then it transcended into I wanted to help other people, and it did that as well. People in my family, people in outside of my family and my work environment, and then even in the community where I started doing speaking engagements for people about my no comfort zone. Now, I'm telling you this because I'm letting you know that I know what it takes to change. And first, there has to be some sort of an awareness or basically a desire to know where you're currently at. And if you're looking to make change in your life, that's what this is about. If you need to change, just think of it that simply. If you need to change in your life, that's it. If you need to change, then you need to go to launchwithdan.com. Go to the calendar. Go to that calendar, and what I want you to do is I want you to schedule a time where I can call you. And by me calling you, I'm looking to work with you. I want to find out in a half an hour, I want to find out a little bit about you so we can start putting some principles in place, some goals in place that'll help you start changing, start living a better life. And it's in a relatively easy format. It's just, I should say it's simple, but not easy. Let's put it that way. And I want to explain that to you. But more importantly, I want to help you. I want to help you create the change and the impact that you're looking for in your life. So please go to launchwithdan.com. I am looking for 3 people to work with by the end of the year to have a massive change, massive impact in their life, where they're looking to start off 2022, the best version of themselves. And I know that I can help you do that. I've done it for myself and I've done it for others. And there's people out there that do know me, that'll vouch for me, and there's organizations that I spoke to that will tell you that this actually works. So, and if you have an organization, a community college, if you have an addiction center, if you have a church, if there's some place that you need me to be to speak this message, to put it out there, I'm more than happy to do that, and look forward to doing that. So just contact me, go to launchwithdan.com and let me know it's for an organization, or better yet, if it's you want to send me an email, dan@thenocomfortzone.com. dan@thenocomfortzone.com. All right, enough of that. So by this massive energy that this push through people for a purpose has served me well in the sales arena, in the sales training arena. But when I left the automobile industry, when I quit that for a time period, I was done. I walked out, and I was working on the book, The No Comfort Zone, Live on Purpose. And while I was doing that book, I had some speaking engagements set up. And the local dealership in town, what I would say very ethical people, run by good people, recently had a passing of their ownership. And it was sad for a lot of people because he was great for the community and a friend to many and just an overall great human being. And it was a sad time. And during that transitional period of their organization, shortly after that, I got involved with the CEO, and the CEO asked me if I wouldn't mind working in one of their dealerships. And I was so jaded by my previous experience that I didn't want to do that anymore. I just didn't want to be controlled by a dealer principal or a dealer body, if you will. I just didn't want to be an employee at the moment. So what I ended up doing is we agreed that I would speak for about an hour and a half, maybe 45 minutes. I don't remember what it was, but to talk about the No Comfort Zone at one of their meetings. And basically it turned out to launch a training program about the No Comfort Zone and a sales training process and a management process and a communication process and all these things that I worked on as I went through the process, kind of like I did with the training manual with my uncle years prior, except I took my adversity and the lessons learned and applied those principles to business, applied those principles to goal setting and to a process. And it worked out, I think it worked out great. So much so that 2.5 months later, they offered me a position to run 3 of their dealerships. And I turned it down a couple of times because it was a little intimidating because I really wanted to launch this No Comfort Zone. And I figured I could do that. And they were willing to let me go speak to organizations and help them and pursue my passions. And I thought that was great that they would allow me to do that as well as run 3 of their dealerships. And the reason why I decided wasn't because of money. It wasn't because of the title. It was more importantly, it's because of the people that represent that organization. The president of the company and the CEO of the company and a lot of the employees and managers that I met within the organization genuinely, and I would say 100% of them. 100% of them are good people, down to earth, just good salt of the earth people. And I thought it would be a good idea to align my principle, characters, and ethics. I don't want to say newfound, but the ones I was practicing on developing to get better. I thought it would be a good idea to surround myself with these people. And I'm glad that I did because it's been 3 years. But why am I talking about this now is because I want an opportunity to speak to your organization, to speak to your people, your college, your community about what the No Comfort Zone can do and how that can help you, whether you're at Starbucks, whether you're at a manufacturing company, whether you're outside sales, inside sales. Talking to somebody who runs a bunch of Starbucks recently, there's so much that can be taken from the No Comfort Zone, and it's stuff that's out there already. It's just my story tied to it, and why I created the No Comfort Zone is because I truly believe I want people to start living on purpose, and there's a lot of people that are just going through the motions, and I truly believe that this method, this message, and my adversity and my inspiration, my motivation, my energy can work really well. So I would tell you this. If you're that person in your organization and you're going to be making talking to your people, if you're going to be educating your people, if you're going to be sending a message or doing a presentation, I want to let you know you have to have a high level of commitment. You really have to believe in what you're saying. And I would say this, you have to believe it with, confidence, conviction, and certainty, my 3 C's. And when you have that, don't worry about it. Just communicate the message. Don't worry about the ihs, the ahs, whatever. Talk to your people, whether it's 3 people or whether it's 300 people. I can assure you that there's people that have seen me speak before in the past, and my goal is to make the room as intimate as possible, to really connect with the audience. It's not just a presentation, it's a conversation about motivating and inspiring and following principles to get to an end result. But the key ingredient in this is you really do, truly, you have to have a high level of energy. And that level of energy comes from your commitment towards helping people. So just remember that. I hope this finds you well. And if your organization is looking for someone or somebody to speak, just let me know. Hit me up. Go to the calendar. Launchwithdan.com. Pick the time. We'll have a conversation and we'll go from there. Happy to help in any way that I can. I hope this podcast finds you well. And more importantly, I hope you're living at level 10. But today, just try it today, all day, every day, without fail, no exceptions. Get out of your comfort zone today and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.